morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrea Mishna, and today I'd like to tell you about a couple techniques that you can adopt to be an effective listener. Well, you might be thinking to yourself, I listen all day, I don't really have to put that much effort into it, it just comes naturally. But really, to be an effective listener is a skill that takes some practice. So what are some of the benefits to being an effective listener? Well, the first thing, it makes sure that you really understand the message that somebody is trying to get across to you. This can save time and money and help you collaborate and solve problems more efficiently with others. It can also help you nurture personal relationships by letting the other person feel that what they have to say to you is important to you, and any conflicts that arise from misunderstanding can be avoided altogether. So what are some of the things that you can do to be an effective listener? Well, the first thing you want to do is to create a comfortable atmosphere. So this means having an open and easy body position and just being relaxed. A lot of people find that when they cross their arms or sit with their legs crossed is more comfortable for them, but this kind of gives you an unapproachable look to the speaker, and they're not as relaxed in your presence. You want to give the speaker your full attention. So what this means is removing any distractions from the room. So anything that you may be working on, just set it aside. Maybe turning off your phone or closing the door and really focusing your attention on the speaker. Western culture values a nice strong eye contact, so you want to maintain that with your speaker. Not too strong, you can glance away and glance back every so often. And you also want to show that you're listening by using things that are called conversation regulators. So these are things such as smiling at the speaker, nodding your head, saying things like, or that's a good point. And this really allows the speaker to keep going and encourage them to keep speaking. You want to listen to understand. So you want to make sure that you ask clarifying questions for anything that you're not quite sure on. You can also paraphrase the message back to them in your own words, and just to make sure. A lot of times what we do is we start thinking about the response that we want to say when the speaker's finished talking, but if we're thinking about what we want to say, we're not really listening to what they're saying. So let them finish, and then think of your response, and then present them with your response after that. A lot of communication between people is actually nonverbal. So these are things such as tone of voice, body language, facial expressions, and effective listeners can pick up on these things. So they can tell how someone's feeling without them actually having to say it. So when you're listening, try and pay attention for not just what they're saying, but how they're saying it. Are they excited or happy about what they're saying? Or do they seem kind of agitated or sad, maybe? If you can pick up on these subtle clues, it can really help you understand. A couple things that you want to try not to do as well. A big one is you never want to interrupt the speaker. What this tells the speaker is that you think that what you have to say is more important than what they're actually telling you. It comes off rude, and it can also undermine them as well. You also don't want to assume that you know exactly what the speaker is trying to say. We all have our own unique perspectives based on personal experience. So what you think that they're trying to tell you really might not be exactly what they're trying to say. So this is also where those clarifying questions can come in handy. And lastly, you want to try not to impose your solutions on the speaker. A lot of times people just want to talk it out and come up with the solutions on their own so that it's something more meaningful to them and something that they came up with on their own. And actually, a lot of times people just want to talk and have someone listen to them. So, all right, well, that concludes my presentation. And if anybody has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. No? All right then. Well, thank you very much for your time.